Welcome. I'm Ayan, and I'd like to take you on a quiet journey. A journey through the mind and the subtle habits that disturb its peace. This is a quiet conversation about the mind and the subtle habits that disturb its peace. This is not a podcast against ambition. It's a reflection on what happens when ambition starts borrowing its standards from others. Comparison rarely arrives as hostility. It arrives as guidance, as motivation, as a harmless glance sideways. But over time, it shifts how you measure your life, how you value your pace, and how gently or harshly you speak to yourself. Tonight, we'll explore why comparison feels so natural, why it is so persuasive, and why it slowly erodes inner peace without ever raising its voice. Let's begin. Comparison promises clarity. It says just measure yourself and you'll know where you stand. But the human soul was never designed to be measured on someone else's ruler. You compare timelines, their success at your age, their confidence on your worst day, their highlight reel against your behind the scenes, and suddenly your progress feels late. Your pace feels wrong. Your path feels suspicious. Not because it is, but because it's not identical. Inner peace depends on alignment. Comparison breaks that alignment. When you compare, your attention leaves the present and moves into an imaginary courtroom where your life is constantly on trial. You stop asking, am I growing? And start asking, am I ahead or behind? That single shift changes everything. Peace dissolves because peace requires presence and comparison requires absence. Here's the quiet danger. Comparison never ends. There will always be someone richer, calmer, younger, wiser, more admired. The mind that compares will never reach a finish line. It reaches only new benchmarks, new insecurities, new reasons to feel insufficient. This is why comparison doesn't motivate long term. It exhausts. Comparison feels personal because it attacks identity. It doesn't say they are doing well. It says you are falling behind. And slowly, you stop celebrating others, not because you're bitter, but because their success feels like evidence against you. That's when joy becomes conditional. And conditional joy is fragile. Comparison costs more than happiness. It costs creativity. When you compare, you imitate. When you imitate, you dilute. Your voice softens. Your instincts hesitate. Your originality asks for permission. Peace fades because you are no longer living from truth, but from reaction. Freedom begins with a radical shift. Stop asking whether your life looks right. Start asking whether it feels honest. Inner peace returns when your goals reflect your values, your pace respects your capacity, your path honors your temperament. You don't need to win the race. You need to stop running on the wrong track. When comparison appears, pause and ask, what part of my life am I neglecting right now? Comparison is often a signal not of failure, but of disconnection. Return to your work. Return to your body. Return to the moment. Peace is already there. Comparison doesn't destroy peace because others are ahead. It destroys peace by convincing you that you are not enough where you are. But growth doesn't require rivalry. It requires sincerity. And peace doesn't come from being better than others. It comes from being at home in yourself. Thank you for listening. Stay present, stay grounded, and let your life unfold without comparison.